販路の技使わせてもらうぜ。
What would Dragon Ball Z be without Super Saiyans? In fact, what would a lot of action anime be without awesome transformations? Transformations often mark a spike in power in shonen anime, standing as a big staple of a genre. Sometimes, these transformations mark the change from ordinary person to superhero, while other times it is the next level of a character's power. Sometimes it can be achieved through training, sometimes through a moment of desperation, or sometimes it was bestowed upon the character for being worthy. Whatever the reason for the power given to them, a transformation is often required to activate it. There are all kinds of transformations in anime, as well as variations of the power types and levels that come with them. So as usual, we decided to look at some of the coolest transformations and power-ups in anime. Before we get into the video, we just want to say thank you for getting the channel to 200 subscribers, and we are on the road to 300 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe and turn on the post notifications. At number 10, we got Alucard Level 0 Release. Depending on the viewers, Alucard can be cool and badass vampire of a living nightmare personified or maybe both. One of his crowning moments comes in the unveiling of his Level 0 release. In this form, Alucard releases millions of his familiars that can consume the entirety of London. The secret behind Level 0's release is to be every soul that the vampire devoured. This is truly the form worthy of being used for the climax. The following fight between Anderson and Alucard is said to be the peak of the entire series. This fight shows two fighters going at each other with everything they got. The fight was epic, but I think we'll leave the discussion for another day.
It's thorns. All thorns. Anderson, what in God's name have you done to yourself?
Coming in number 9, we got Mary Jane's Satan Soul Takeover. While Fairy Tail likes to reveal in fan service every now and then, it is one of the few shonen series to really give agency to his female characters, and that's surprisingly no different for his beloved barmaid, Mary Jane. One thought to be just familiar companion of every adventure back home, Mary Jane was only hiding a powerful past during the series' early game. She has the ability to absorb and take the form of powerful demons that she's beaten, and utilize those abilities during battle, taking on the alias the Demon, the most powerful form of which is Satan's Soul, a takeover ability that lets her utilize a variety of demon traits. While this does take quite a bit of magic on her part, it is a terrible sight for the few who actually gets to see it.
Die. This is her takeover power.
At number 8, we got Black Asta. Accessing the form with a level of concentration that leaves him vulnerable to attack, the Black Asta sharpens his mind and clarity while increasing his strength and speed and giving him the ability to fly. With the form drawn to strong magic, it doesn't require much control, which can be problematic when it draws him away from his opponent. It's a transformation that's caused by the anti-magic, covering part of his body as his right arm becomes pure black magic, a black wing and horns sprout upon his right side, and other changes occur including his right eye turning red and his slit-like pupil. Although the use of the form puts a terrible physical burden upon Asta, he would gain better control of the form over time, thus increasing his power, especially with any of his anti-magic weapons. While it doesn't protect him from all the magical attacks, the Black Asta is certainly an asset to the third-class Junior Magic Knight and his demon, whom he's on good terms with after agreeing to an equal contract with the entity. At number 7, we got Cars' Ultimate Life Form. Continuing anime's infamous trend of villains that use body horror, Cars was the final vampire during Joseph Joestar's adventures in Battle Tendency. After managing to harness the power of the Red Stone of Aja, Cars was able to become the ultimate life form, a godly being that was able to harness the power of all life on the planet. This came to mean controlling the world's beasts in terrifying ways and taking upon each creature's strongest qualities within his own body. It was surreal and hyped evolution from just being a vampire and definitely fit the whole JoJo vibe. At number 6, we got Might Guy's 8 Gates. A supposedly powerful character who is being relegated to a goofy mentor role, Rock Lee's master finally gets his time to shine in the showdown against Madara. The unstoppable shinobi with his full force with the 8 Gate technique is certainly one of the most impactful transformations in the series. Might Guy, at the full power of 8 Gate's technique, was able to go toe-to-toe against Madara. Despite not being able to put down the invisible villain, the transformation gets acknowledgement from a powerful being such as Madara. This form truly is a testament to his awesomeness and his hidden power that has been withheld for most of the series. Coming in number 5, we got Luffy's Gear 4. Monkey D. Luffy has managed to become the ultimate shonen protagonist since day 1. While many of his colleagues have eventually matured and become much more grounded characters, Luffy still holds on to his childish innocence and perfectly balances the seriousness of his battles with his eccentric style. During the battle against Doflamingo, Luffy rages towards the villain and activates the Gear 4 to save the day. Calling the form nothing but Luffy appearing bigger and intimidating, Doflamingo brushes it out before getting handed to a no-hold-barred beatdown by the Straw Hat Pirate. In the end, it's the King Kong gun that finally puts an end to Doflamingo's reign of terror, shattering his trademark sunglasses in the process. At number 4, we got Aaron's Titan ship. Stumbling on this new form by accident when Aaron reached a new level of desperation as he and the rest of his team were under attack by a group of titans, the Mad Beast form was in an uncontrollable rage for the first time. Aaron's transformation marked a turning point for the series. No longer was it just about the humans' fight for survival, but now they found themselves in the middle of a conspiracy spawned by others with the same power as Aaron. So this transformation not only changed the main character, but the direction of Attack on Titan moving forward.
What the hell? I refuse to die like this! I'll drive them all out! Kill them with my bare hands!
Coming in number 3, we got Ichigo's final Getsuga Tensho. In the fight against former 5th Squad Captain and the series' main antagonist, Sasuke Aizen, Ichigo finds himself having to rely on his sword's secret hidden technique, the final Getsuga Tensho. The main drawback to this technique was its permanent after effects. Once used, Ichigo lost all of his Shinigami powers and went back to simply being a human. Despite this, Ichigo used the final Getsuga Tensho. In using the final Getsuga Tensho, Ichigo became Getsuga itself, which manifested in long black hair and bandage-like coverings over Ichigo's mouth and chest. Its Ryusu form, black swirls around him, making him look very ominous. Used as a last resort to defeat one of the most powerful enemies Ichigo has ever faced, the final Getsuga Tensho is one of the most intense transformations in anime, and its destructive force is vast. Coming in number 2, we got Gon's Restriction and Covenant. Restriction and Covenant is a method that unlocks immense amounts of power at the sacrifice of one's body and Nen abilities in the Hunter x Hunter world. During the Chimera Ant arc, Gon used it in a fit of overwhelming sadness and rage to take out Pito, the mutant ant that killed his mentor. In most shonen hero power-up and transformation to overcome the last hurdle to protect those they love, Gon's case is different. His transformation comes at the moment when he finally concedes that he doesn't care about anything anymore. At this point, his battle is no more about Killua nor is about Kai's loss. It is all about the sole purpose to kill Pito. Gon's transformation was the most captivating and memorable scene in the entire series. Topping off the list, we got Super Saiyan Goku. Who could forget the first time Goku went Super Saiyan? When even a Spirit Bomb wasn't able to put down the mighty Frieza, all hope seems lost. At that point, Frieza has been able to overcome everyone who comes across his path, including Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan. The death of Krillin is the one moment that ultimately pushes Goku past his limits and transforms him to the one thing that Frieza always feared. Nonetheless, I doubt that you cannot argue anything that can beat this initial Goku's transformation in terms of how impactful and iconic it was on his debut. And that concludes our top 10 iconic anime transformations. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok, which are down in the description, and we will see you guys next time.